This is the American Police Hall of Fame and Museum. It was established in 1960, and the present museum that we're looking at was built in 2003. It's the nation's first law enforcement museum and memorial dedicated to American officers killed in the line of duty. So let's visit the museum.
From the age of 1920s, 1930s gangsters. This is a telephone from the Al Capone Hotel. The Indianapolis Times reporting that John Dillinger has been slain. Famous gangster bank robber of the 1930s. An authentic Tommy gun as used by gangsters of St. Valentine's Day Massacre in the 1920s. Your ordinary umbrella sword. A belt that converts to a weapon. This is a double-barreled Derringer. And a 1911 pistol. So, what's it like to be in a prison cell? I'm about to find out. Heavy iron door. And a bunk bed cots. I don't know if you want to be on the top or the bottom. Depends on whether your cellmate is a bedwetter. And the old black and white striped uniforms. Sink. And a toilet. And that's all you need. And some fresh air. And a display on the John F. Kennedy assassination. This is an Italian rifle of the type that Lee Harvey Oswald ordered through the mail. President John F. Kennedy. Western Union telegram sent by Lyndon Johnson, President. The death mask of John F. Kennedy. And a handgun from a Dallas police officer at the time of the Kennedy assassination. National Day of Mourning after President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. And his son John Jr. saluting the parade. Sawed-off shotgun and a killer shotgun. And this weapon was made by a 14-year-old boy. Wow. Homemade plastic handgun. Toy gun that was made real. Clothespin gun. A dog patch club. Could do some damage. Pen guns. That's pretty amazing. Pens that shoot. The electric chair. Not the last place you want to sit. Danger, high voltage. I'm tired, I'm going to take a seat.
Welcome to the electric chair. Made in 1890.
Alright, what do I need to strap? You sure? It's okay? Alright. That's not, it's a little bit comfortable, except when you... Facial reconstruction. Beginning with a skull. And moving on, molding it. With the contours of the face, and this is what that gentleman looked like when he was alive. Okay, fingerprinting. And crime scene items, powders, hand molds. The old 1945 reference book. And death scene photos. The Identi-Print, an old Smith & Wesson fingerprinting machine. This is a bomb robot, so it would be controlled remotely to put the human out of danger, and it would defuse a bomb. If it didn't, it could be replaced. various communication devices. The scrambler, the red telephone, direct line of communication between two leaders in an important emergency. The global positioning system. And at dispatch, radar detector. Another radar device. Another radar unit from 1949. Another traffic radar unit, a little bit more modern, probably from the 70s. Ancient radar meter. Looks like it goes back to the 40s or 50s. Electromagnetic radar speed meter. The teletype model 28 ASR. This is all points bulletins were put out. And riot gear. Including this guy right here that's seen some pretty harsh accent. Tear gas billy club. 2-in-1 item. And some tear gas projectiles. The pepper frog, pepper spray. The breath alcohol simulator. Another breath alcohol tester. The Mark II voice analyzer, complete with cassette recorder. It's a lie detector, actually. It's interesting. You hook the person up to the lie detector. And a couple other examples of lie detectors. I think this one, which gives the paper readout of how the person responds. Drug paraphernalia and smuggling. Some people get pretty original using a Pringles box to smuggle drugs. Soda cans. Cocaine. Cooking spoons. Yeah, syringes. The hanging bolt and eye. In some states, it's still legal to execute convicted criminals through hanging. And a straitjacket for those completely out of control patients or criminals to prevent harm to themselves or others. And this is the guillotine. I say do not touch it. It's bolted in, the blade is bolted in, but it is sharp. And so I am not going to touch it. It's possibly been used to chop people's heads off with. And the person would lay and they'd strap them down, make them as comfortable as possible, and drop the door for their head to fit in nice. Even larger necks fit. It's one size fits all. And the rope gets pulled, the head gets chopped off, and it falls in the basket. That's it. He's in two pieces. And newspaper headline from the Pittsburgh Sun-Telegraph: the Lindbergh baby kidnapped. The crime of the century. And a gas chamber. Another means of execution. Very popular throughout the 50s, 60s, 70s. And in this case, the person is seated in this iron chair. Legs and arms are tied in. And ye old stocks and pillar. Not a violent punishment, but a humiliating one. The Wyatt Earp .44 caliber revolver. An Old West .45 caliber handgun. The tramp chair. This looks like it would be extremely uncomfortable, claustrophobic. General Custer's Scout Telescope. Buffalo Bill Cody rifle. The 1849 Colt Bisley revolver. 1851 Navy Colt. This is a 1956 Ford. Melbourne City Police. Local city in Brevard County. This is an old Volusia County Sheriff's vehicle with Barney Fife posing in front. This is a 2003 Crown Victoria, Titusville City Police. And we're going to see what it feels like to sit in the back seat of a patrol car. I don't know where you're taking me, officer, but I didn't do it. A police jet ski. How fun is that? They've used this on the Indian River. A Yamaha ATV, just in case the criminals go off-roading. The Alaska State Troopers. Arctic Cat by Pantera. For high-speed snowmobile chases. Police Segway. Because sometimes in the mall, people try to do some naughty things. Fish and Wildlife Commission. To patrol the rivers and lakes. 1961 Police Harley Davidson. This is a 1975 Brickland. Kind of rare. And this shirt was signed by law enforcement agents at the Olympic Games in Atlanta in 1996. And these are artifacts from the Twin Towers World Trade Center, September 11, 2001. And this is the memorial section of the museum, dedicated to fallen officers and law enforcement. This is dedicated to the unknown peace officer. Prayer for the peace officer. This statue represents the peace officer. Very solemn and moving display in remembrance of the fallen officers. And a lot of family members have left mementos of their loved ones who fell. The Canine Memorial, dedicated to all canines who have died in the line of duty or who have served faithfully and have been retired from law enforcement duties.